So this is going to be chapter 1 of a who knows how many chapter video. I want to welcome you and let you know that I'm accepting this failure that has occurred. And I say failure in a way that it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And the reason I say failure is because I've realized that due to the way I've handled myself financially and not being able to bounce back from a failure that occurred in my life. And when I say failure, I don't say it in a mean way. I say and I was able to learn a valuable lesson, and if you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. So when I say failure, the first failure was that I was not successful at marriage because I was unable to correct some of my behavior and who I was as an individual. But that allowed me to become the person that I'm pursuing to become now. But when this happened, I fell apart. I became unable to be a member of society. I was unable to bounce back. I fell face first and I didn't want to get back up. So for a period of time, I continued to make stupid, idiotic decisions. Some were mentally, some were physically, some were financially, that have brought me to this new juncture. I'm leaving California not because I don't like it or not because it wasn't a good place to be. Coming here allowed me to grow and distance myself from the things that I was used to, and get closer to family and reevaluate who I was as a person, and live life freely for a little bit, do what made me happy, find myself, enjoy my own company, and be alone and be able to learn things I didn't know I was aware that I enjoyed or I liked or that I was open to. That being said, I ran into my second failure recently, and it was the reality that based on the decisions that I made in the previous chapter, I'm now in this next chapter that the expensive living here isn't something I was financially ready for. And a great opportunity happened to my brother, and he's ready to move on from his current chapter, and he's moving on to his next chapter, which means he's relocating from his current home, and he's on the shopping spree to find a place. We had goals and aspirations to find a place that we can move in together and invest in as partners, but that was a little bit more complicated than we anticipated, and we ran into a few roadblocks that has led me to the next chapter of having to move back home to Iowa. And I don't have anything bad to say about Iowa. Iowa was good to me while I lived there, but I've realized that I have bigger dreams, bigger goals, and a lot more that I have yet to accomplish in my life. And that being said, I've gone back to be the person who wasn't living freely and free-spirited, but I realized that it's time for me to get back into being focused, and that the whole being free and not managing life and not caring about what happens tomorrow and just living for today thing is cool. But I have bigger goals, I have bigger dreams, I have financial independence that I'm chasing, I have things and people that I want to take care of that took care of me in my darkest moments. And to accomplish those things, I have to focus myself and dedicate myself. And that might be not talking to people I love, not going out, not spending time in places that I want to for a short period of time to get to my final destination. Which leads me to the next chapter. I erased, deleted, cleared off my whiteboard of goals. Not because it wasn't sufficient or not because it wasn't good, but because those goals were of a small-minded individual, which was myself. Those goals were for someone that wasn't obsessed. Those goals were with someone that wasn't willing to overpromise what he can achieve and accomplish. I was just going with what the normal expectations of myself are. And I've realized through knowledge and growth that if you don't overpromise, you're never overproduce. So I've created a new list of goals that I plan to add to my goals list and take it with me, because when I arrive in Iowa, I'm arriving focused and with what I am going to accomplish, and nothing's going to deter me from what I'm going to reach in my next building block and my next success and my next chapter in my life. Also along those lines, I have reevaluated my financial expenses and created a budget that I will need to implement, focus on, and also be laser focused when I move back, because these are things that I've realized in my time that I made a lot of idiotic mistakes, made dumb decisions, and was financially irresponsible with the way I chose to live life. But it always leads back that it's never too late to change and turn those things around. So I want you guys to join me on my journey as I show you that anything is possible, and that if you come along, I will teach you ways to improve your life, to grow your life, and to become better than you were the day before each and every day you wake up, and to find your why, to become motivated and want to succeed no matter what it is, whether it's a small thing or a large project or a 10-year goals that you have. So this will be chapter 1, and we'll continue to add chapters to this journey as I prepare to head back and show you that with dedication, hard work, and finding your why, you can achieve whatever you want in your life, and nothing is impossible.